So they can harass people and verbally harass and try to bully people with a weapon on their back. Can I do that?
No.
The fact that they're willfully, but if they're willfully engaging, consciously engaging in public racial intimidation, that is a crime. That is an assault.
What's the crime?
Public intimidation with a weapon displayed.
What weapon? I saw no weapon. You said he just called you a name.
Not that particular guy.
But you pointed him out.
I'm talking to one guy that was screaming obscenities. I'm talking about the rest of them that have machetes in their backs. How many times have I said it?
I haven't seen one machete.
You don't see the brown berets walking around with machetes in their backs?
Oh, like this guy?
Yeah, what is that?
Is that a machete? That's not a machete.
What is it?
It's not a machete. What do you call it?
I don't know what it's called. What the hell is that?
It's not a machete.
I know, I asked you, what is it?
I don't know. It's part of a costume.
Costume?
Yeah.
You think they could take that off and whack somebody over the head with it?
You could take your belt off of your pants and whack somebody on the head.
So I can walk through here with something like that on my back?
Sure. Yes. Why don't you?
Sorry, Sarge. I got respect. I got a lot of respect for you, so I'm not going to tell you what I'm thinking right now. I don't believe what you just said.
If somebody's bringing part of a costume on them, why can't they wear it?
If a costume is made of plastic, it's not made of stone.
Well, wait a minute. Who defined?
If a costume item can be used as a deadly weapon, and the people are engaging in an act of public intimidation,
anything, sir, can be used as a deadly weapon.
It's a matter of conscious intent.
This little, stick right here can be used as a deadly weapon.
Yeah, but that's not the point.
You see, the point is that you exaggerate.
Am I exaggerating that right there?
It's part of a costume.
What costume is that?
It's their costume. It's not a uniform. It's not our uniform. It's not a government uniform.
So they follow people around, tell them they're not welcome here. This is Oxfam. I need to get out of here. And that's a costume thing.
Did you record that?
All of it.
You seem to be the only one that's heard that.
I got it all on video.
Excellent.
Give me your card. I'll send
you
the link.
Show it to me.
Give me the card.
Show it to me.
Well, it's an hour. It's an hour of video.
Play it back. I got all day.
Step over here.
Okay.
Okay, you asked. If you give me your card with your email, I'll email you the full video. Well, that was an interesting event. I had like a great 30-minute conversation with one of the supervising sergeants there off camera. And not to betray any confidences, because I don't think there were any since he was in the line of duty, but basically it was this. We had a great discussion. I was very pleased with this sergeant, because you can actually hold a conversation with him. And I was telling him what you can imagine I was telling him, that the Brown Berets have got this ethnic racial identity thing that basically dissolves them into acting like little 8-year-olds. Okay? They carry those little Aztec or Mayan hammers on their back. They wear those ridiculous uniforms and are waving a megaphone telling me to, you know, racist Minuteman, you know. Well, the interesting point on that is I'm not a Minuteman and I'm not a racist, because Hispanics are not a race. Mexicans are not a race. Mexicans are a nationality and Hispanics are an ethnic group. Ironically, just to play their argument for a minute, white people are a race. Caucasian people are a race. Hispanics are an ethnic group. So if anybody's the racist here, well, who would that be? And I had that discussion with the sergeant, because he told me he was the one who, well, let's just say that the people that reserve the park are screened. And I said, you're reserving the park for race-based groups, or what they think are race-based, even though they're not actually a race. They call themselves a race. I said, can I do that? Can I reserve the park? and call it a, you know, a racial thing or cultural identity thing. And he laughed and he goes, well, what culture is that? I go, well, I'm a white guy. We don't have culture. We have jobs instead. And anyway, I'm kind of tired right now, so you have to bear with me. I just got several hours of sun. It's 3:30, and I was at it hard since about 12:30. It's 3 hours out there in the sun, and surrounded by people with machetes, wearing brown uniforms and boots and berets, and oh, and they think they're so freaking terrifying. It's like a cartoon, basically, really. And I told the Sarge that. I go, this is like you know, a convention of morons. And I said, you guys need to face up to it. That you know, they're acting like 9-year-olds with mental disorders and calling it a cultural thing. And it went around and around like that, and he said he understood me, but he didn't necessarily agree with me, which is perfectly fine, as long as you understand. I'm not asking you to agree. But I made sure he understood that I intend to walk around in any public park anywhere, and I intend to do so with my head up, unafraid, and with a camera on, like I just did. And you're going to get to see the video right now. So grab the popcorn, folks. Kick back, enjoy yourself. This is Ron, April 25th, Saturday, 2009, beautiful San Diego. I'm going to give you 1 minute to stop. You got 58 seconds to leave me alone.
And we'll do whatever the fuck we want.
You got 55 seconds to leave me alone.
49.
Okay? Yep.
47.
Okay, dude. You're a tough guy. Now don't take off running because the cops are going to be back with me.
You see us running?
Good. You just stay where you are.
Keep going, keep going.
Hey, officers! Officers! I'm being harassed by these people with these swords. They're telling me to get the fuck out of here, calling me a Minuteman. I wanted to cease and desist right now. Okay, you better call the lieutenant because you're not responding to me. Call Lieutenant Summers over here, please. You're not responding to me. Listen to me. Call Lieutenant Summers over. Look, I initiated an interaction with you and you ignored me. Yes, I told you they were.
I'm not bothering you right now.
You know, right now because you're standing here. You ignored me when I approached you.
Then you should walk where
No. I want Lieutenant Summers called right here, right now.
Okay.
I'll be right here. I'll be right here.
All right.
I'm not going to tolerate being harassed here, guys. I don't have to. Nobody's going to follow me around with a sword on their back telling me to get the fuck out of here. This is their park.
Lieutenant, we'll meet you over there.
Okay? You hang loose. You brought this on yourself, remember that. Tough guy. I'm going to give you 1 minute to stop. You got 58 seconds to leave me alone.
And we'll do whatever the fuck we want.
You got 55 seconds to leave me alone. I've got this ethnic racial identity thing that basically dissolves them into acting like little 8-year-olds. Okay? They carry those little Aztec or Mayan hammers on their back. They wear those ridiculous uniforms and they're waving a megaphone telling me to, you know, racist Minuteman, you know. Well, the interesting point on that is I'm not a Minuteman and I'm not a racist because Hispanics are not a race. Mexicans are not a race. Mexicans are a nationality and Hispanics are an ethnic group. Ironically, just to play their argument for a minute, white people are a race. Caucasian people are a race. Hispanics are an ethnic group. So if anybody's the racist here, well, who would that be? So they can harass people and verbally harass and try to bully people with a weapon on their back. Can I do that?
No.